What is up, guys? I'm gonna sit down very relaxedly today because I am sweating. Now I'm gonna talk about what I look at in an anime. Not a manga, not a novel, just plain anime. The first thing I look at is storyline. If we talk about storyline, do we have goal? Do we have achievements leading to the goal? And the most important thing, if the main character has someone that has already achieved that goal, example, like Naruto wants to become the Hokage, do you lead by example, or do they have an example that is leading them to that point of goal, like that point of glory? The next thing to me is very important is music. Whether it's the opening song, the ending song, or the OSTs, every single thing brings in impact. The voice actors as well. So every single time music sucks, or the voice actor is not good enough, or the sound, the OSTs doesn't match the anime's point of setting at that point of time, it totally crushes the impact that the anime has when trying to portray that the anime has something to give to other people. You know what I'm saying? It's like if the song is happy but it's supposed to be sad, then it doesn't make sense, right? But if the song is happy but it's a slow happy song, then it really depends on whether the situation is supposed to be a slow happy thing. Next thing I feel is important is animation. Now I'm not asking you to give me a godly like frame by frame, 100 frame per second kind of thing. Which, if it really happens, that's awesome. If if it's 100 frame per second, that's quite little actually. If it's probably like 10,000 frames per second, then that's a little thing. So when we talk about animation, we talk about whether the actions that the characters make sense. Now there is a movement, let's say they're fighting, right? Two characters are clashing and they're physically clashing. So whether the moves that they're doing, whether the kick that they're doing actually makes sense, and the reason why it connects actually makes sense when there's a kinetic force or there's like a gravitational force. So all these things come in play, and it's because of that and more animation wise. I don't want to see just bland characters. I want to see colorful, vibrant characters who are supposed to be alive. That's why it's called animation, right? You're supposed to animate a situation, but it actually gives you like, wow, this is almost real. And of course, the most important thing is characters, character development, characters inside, whether they change, whether they learn from someone, whether they give you life lessons. Oh my gosh, so many different types of characters. Yeah, whether you can. The most iconic ones I would say is if you can relate to a character. Usually you would feel like, oh wow, I used to be dirt, now I'm good. So it's like this character, he used to be dirt, but now he's good. That kind of thing. Or you're like, oh, she is supposed to be this person, but she became this person, and I feel like I used to be like that, then I'm like this. So characters are quite important in the situations, because not just the character's attitude, right, but design of the characters as well. Those are important as well. Every episode usually is about half an hour max. There is one anime that I watched quite a few, rather in fact there was quite a few that I watched that was like almost an hour in every episode. There was like 6 episodes in that one season if I'm not wrong, or I was say 12 episodes, but they had like almost an hour runtime. So usually when we talk about that one episode, we talk about the pacing, whether whatever that leads you to that ending of the episode makes sense, or whether they're building you up for the next one makes sense. So they grip you whenever you're like, wow, this is actually kind of good, I can't wait for the next episode, that kind of thing, that kind of feeling. So pacing is quite important for me. I don't like it to be too slow, I don't like it to be too fast, but when they're trying to build a story, and you know that there will be a season 2 or there will be a second part whereby shit's gonna fly off the fan, then I can expect more, then I can be like, oh okay, I'll keep patient, you know what I'm saying? All in all, I love anime, and I have seen quite bad ones, like the Nanatsu no Taizai. The latest season was just horrendous, really horrendous. I don't know why. I'm not sure what's behind this, what's behind the production, but it was really shit. It just went down. The first season was good, like it was produced very well. The second season was a bit lackluster, but it was still okay. The third one was just I could not, I didn't even want to bother watching. I just read the manga all the way. Huge fan of the manga, and I was actually shocked when I see quite a snippets here when the animation was just shit. And I'm not sure what's the story behind why they had to rush the production, But I mean, if you have to take more time, why not take more time, right? Like Boku no Hero Academia was supposed to be last year April, but they pushed it back to October. I think it was April or May. Then they pushed it back to October, which is a good thing because they actually, even though their spot had been taken by another anime, they used that time to go through again the sceneries. They did a lot of things so that it made the anime more better for people to watch. You know what I'm saying? And that's why my most favorite season of the Boku no Hero Academia anime is the first one. Why I like it is not just because of the story, the beginning and everything, but it's because of the animation. At that point of time, the animation was spot on, and I loved it a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I don't know why I'm talking about this today. It just popped into my mind a few hours back. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys subscribe it. I'll see you soon. Ciao.